play. You know, like Sophie can play 1 through 4. You got CC now can play off the ball. I can play the post, and Tasha can play the guard. So it's just it's exciting. I just felt like they had a dynamic core, and I just wanted to be another puzzle piece into what they had. And hopefully I can give my knowledge, my leadership, and give it to, these young players. I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful and took my game to a different level. And now you're playing with these dynamic players, and hopefully I can take my game to an even better level. So,
Did you know the Fever were missing something huge last season? Caitlin Clark just revealed what it was, and ESPN is taking notice. The superstar rookie said Dana Bonner's leadership was exactly what they needed all along. ESPN analysts are now predicting a complete transformation for the Indiana Fever in 2025, and it's not just about Clark's improved mid-range game. They're saying this veteran presence could be the difference between another disappointing season and a legitimate title run.
They get loud, they get crazy. Last year in Connecticut, we just kept saying, we know we can't take this thing back to Indiana. We got to finish it at home because it was going to be insane. Take us to the next level in the playoffs. They were in first round, and I played against them in the first round. And the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that.
But are they overhyping one player's impact? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. So what was the Indiana Fever missing last season? If you ask Caitlin Clark herself, the answer might surprise you. It wasn't better plays, more talented shooters, or even a revamped defense strategy. It was something much more fundamental: leadership. Picture the Indiana Fever last season, a team packed with young talent and potential, but something crucial was missing. They were like a brand new sports car without a driver who knows how to handle it. All that rookie talent with nobody to guide them through the battlefield that is the WNBA. Watching them play was sometimes painful because you could see flashes of brilliance quickly followed by total confusion when the pressure mounted.
As we welcome DeWanna Bonner, who is one of the greatest players in WNBA history, to the Indiana Fever.
I think we got the Fever organization do a good job of taking care of me, and since I've been here, me and my family and my teammates has been great. Aaliyah, Caitlin, and Kelsey has been great.
I still remember those fourth quarter collapses that defined their season. The team would be hanging tough for 3 quarters, sometimes even leading, but then everything would fall apart in the final minutes. The young players would start making rushed decisions, forcing shots that weren't there, missing defensive assignments. And who ended up with the ball in her hands during those desperate moments? Caitlin Clark, a rookie, expected to somehow save a sinking ship. The frustration was written all over Clark's face during those tough losses. You could see it in her body language. The slumped shoulders after another close defeat, the hands on her head after a miscommunication led to an easy basket for the opposition. In post-game interviews, she tried to stay positive, but the weight of carrying a franchise was crushing for someone playing their first professional season. The pressure was unreal, every move scrutinized.
I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful and took my game to a different level. And now you're playing with these dynamic players, and hopefully I can take my game to an even better level. So,
incredible basketball player to join the Indiana Fever, but I can tell you I am equally as thrilled to have DeWanna Bonner the person.
Every mistake magnified because everyone expected her to be the savior from day one. But here's what makes Clark special. Instead of complaining or making excuses, she identified exactly what the team needed. She didn't blame her teammates or coaches. Instead, she pointed to something the roster was critically lacking: veteran leadership, someone who could calm the waters when things got rough, someone who had been there before and knew how to handle the pressure cooker that is the WNBA playoffs. Coach Stephanie White backed this up completely. She talked about needing players with championship DNA to take this team to the next level. White emphasized how crucial it is to have experienced voices not just on the court, but in the locker room and on the sideline.
I don't even know if we have expectation. There's so many new faces. We got like 7 new players. Front office is new. The coach is new. So we just all just trying to figure it out day by day. Yeah, they just kind of went on this trajectory that was just like on the rise, and it was literally Fever on the rise during the right after All-Star. So
that's exciting. That's exciting for me to see, and that kind of help me with my decision.
She knew that talented rookies can only go so far without guidance from players who've been through the wars and come out victorious. Enter Dana Bonner. This isn't just any veteran addition, this is someone who knows how to win when it matters most. Bonner brings exactly what the doctor ordered: championship experience, clutch performances in high-pressure situations, and the kind of leadership style that commands respect the moment she walks into a room. She's not just a player, she's a culture changer. What's got everyone talking is how ESPN analysts are now viewing the Fever's chances.
I sit back and make my own decision. She's just been a great friend for me and a great mentor for me, and she took my game to a different level. Like Sophie can play 1 through 4. You got CC now can play off the ball. I could play the post, and Tosh could play the guard. So it's just it's exciting.
Before Bonner, they were seen as a developing team that might contend in a few years. Now, they're being discussed as legitimate playoff contenders this season. That's the Bonner effect, one player changing the entire trajectory of a franchise. And it's not just about what happens during the 40 minutes of game time. The transformation is already happening behind closed doors. Practice intensity has gone up. Attention to detail has improved. Those little things that separate good teams from great ones are being emphasized daily. The younger players now have someone to model themselves after, someone who shows them what it takes to be a champion in this league. Clark herself acknowledged this transformation, pointing to Bonner as what we were missing last year.
I'm excited for this franchise. I think they deserve it. It's kind of crazy how you see how it happened in a year. You went from just a little fans in the stands to a sold-out arena everywhere.
I just felt like they had a dynamic core, and I just wanted to be another puzzle piece into what they had, and hopefully I can give my knowledge, my leadership, and give it to, these young players.
That's a powerful statement from the team's star player. It shows humility and understanding that even the most talented rookies need guidance. ESPN's analysts have taken notice too, suggesting that this veteran presence could completely transform the entire franchise from top to bottom. The ripple effects are already visible. In team meetings, Bonner is reportedly speaking up, offering insights that only come from years of experience. During practice drills, she's pulling younger players aside for quick corrections or words of encouragement.
Like I said, there's always a lot of eyes on Indiana, so just taking the time when we can to get to know each other and have that chemistry off the court, because if you don't have it in your locker room, there's no need to even stepping on the court because it just won't work. So when I retire, they can pass it along. So I feel like they're young, but I also feel like they're a great young. They don't need too much coaching and too much leadership. They kind of figure it out themselves.
These moments don't make highlight reels, but they're the foundation of winning programs. You know what? ESPN might be onto something here. The secret weapon for the Fever this season could be Caitlin Clark's off-season transformation. She's been hitting the gym hard, focusing on strength training according to ESPN reports. That physical conditioning combined with her natural talent is like adding rocket fuel to an already blazing fire. Imagine Clark's improved physical condition paired with the team's growing chemistry. This could be the year everything clicks. The foundation is building with every practice session. What do you think? Is this physical transformation enough to push the Fever over the edge? Or are we getting ahead of ourselves with championship talk already?